Shel Siegel and Larry Sheridan bringing you the action as we go to 190. Oklahoma leading Lehigh 18-10 at the moment. Harold Meek, a junior from Bonita, Oklahoma, 0-1. Matt Ruppel, freshman, Deer Lodge, Montana, 8-1.
Matt comes out with one red knee band and one brown knee band. So at least he got two red shoes. Well, if what I hear is true, Shell, Matt Ruppel came extremely close to wrestling, attending Oklahoma. And fortunately, Lehigh was able to convince him to come to the university. He's an engineer instead of a Sooner. So this is where he would be competing if he went down to Norman, Oklahoma.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't have to look at the book to know that he's the first Deer Lodge, Montana wrestler we've had here.
Let him in. Let him in.
How many Oklahoma wrestlers do you ever think they came to Lehigh?
Not going to guess. One.
And he was a two-time Eastern champion. Late Pilgrim McCraven. The late 40s. Came to Lehigh from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Quite a grappler. Matt working off the Russian tie, something like Sherback works in the living room.
Ruppel has won 8 out of 9 this season, and Harold Meek is 0-1.
Loosen up, shoot takedowns.
Ruppel's got the best record on the Lehigh team. And he's the only no, Noel Clavel is the other freshman.
Jim Frick is 9-2 this year. He has won the most. Ruppel will be going. Nice, the little fellow ready to wrestle next for Oklahoma.
Mark
Tatum.
Here's a brother, Robbie.
Clock, please. What happened?
Poke in the eye.
Head in the face?
In the eye.
You got contact?
No.
Make sure you're all right. Make sure you're clear, all right? Stop the clock. Shoot takedown, gentlemen.
Okay.
Don't push, don't push. Let him in.
You know what that comes from, Shell? That push, push, push. When they yell edge, they want you back into the center.
You're doing an equal amount of nothing. Let's shoot takedowns.
If you're near the edge of the mat and the referee yells edge or come on back in, and you push him towards the outside, you can get called for stalling. That's what he yelled to Ruppel. Let him back in. There's a headlock attempt, countered by Ruppel, and he gains the takedown.
Well, that was an example of you either make it or you're down 2 points. Had he made the headlock, he would have had Ruppel in serious trouble. He missed it. And you're going to see Ruppel come around here. There's the attempt, that left arm around, but Ruppel manages to get the head out, and that's all he needed.
What he did, he blocked behind the nape of the neck to begin with, and that just gave him the opportunity. Ruppel was among the Scholastic All-American wrestlers last year. They say he's a freshman. He's out of position in that situation.
That's it. Hurry up.
And there is a brief look at Lehigh's heavyweight, Steve Vetch. Now, don't forget, Shal, we've got 2 exhibition matches coming up after this. At the end of the heavyweight bout, Oklahoma has brought 2 other wrestlers with them, and they're going to entertain the crowd.
Son, top bottom neutral. First to you. Top bottom is standing. Red defers, green takes down. Scoreboard's out.
Yeah, I heard that. Did
What's
you hear
with
that
that one?
thump?
Yeah, well, one of them's
we go
out,
on
but
one?
one of them's still working.
Can we go on one?
So we're going to finish this
Okay.
on one scoreboard
I heard that.
as we
Ready?
have blown it a fuse.
Well, I heard it even with the earphones on. I
Look at
heard a
that.
ba-boom.
What did you hear, Larry?
Stay in,
Well, hey,
stay in.
I'm glad I heard it. I didn't feel it, let me tell you. I heard a pop noise, and I didn't know what it was.
.146 to go in the second
Shades of
period.
Grace Hall.
Okay, son, get on.
Ruppel out in front, 2-1.
Leg
Lehigh
right foot in
trails
there.
Don't grab the
18-10 at the
toe.
moment
Don't
here at
grab the
190.
toe. Let's go with that.
Ruppel swinging around the back, trying to get an escape, and then get a reversal, and does.
He brings him down to make it 4-1.
Follow up on that, keep the knee inside, and get some turning points.
Come off that leg. Come off the leg.
Coach Piven. Lehigh fans getting a little.
Joe
rhythm.
Ryan in the shot there, right behind, trying to get a shot of his own.
He woke up. Glad to see Joe.
That's
wake up.
because they were nearly in his lap. It was purely self-defense.
Center.
Right in.
Let's go. We're still
There's
down.
Yazzo and Frick, and sitting over there, almost getting on their lap, is Dr.
45
Likens,
seconds.
President of Lehigh, and his wife Pat.
Set, please. Okay, get on.
Frank Horton, the president of Oklahoma.
.36 seconds to go in the second period.
Stay in. Bring him down, bring him down. Easy.
15 seconds.
13 seconds to
wrestling,
go in
Irish.
the second period. 4-1 lead for Matt Ruppel.
Center.
Over by the edge.
Stop on the whistle.
Geez, if I didn't have my
let's go.
bifocals on, I thought the AD at Oklahoma was Dopey Duncan.
Donnie Duncan.
Let's go now.
Well, you can see better than me.
Okay, get on.
Period about to conclude.
Easy.
And that'll give-
And the period ends. 4-1 lead. Matt Ruppel out in front. Oklahoma is still leading 18-10 in team score as we go in the third and final period.
Lehigh, you're up. Third period.
There's Dr.
Set,
Peter
please.
Likens and Pat Likens. Spent New Year's Eve with
Scores
Pat and Peter.
4-1.
She
Okay, get
was
on.
not feeling too well, and I'm glad that she is feeling better and with us this evening. They come to, as you know, all of the Lehigh University home matches that they can manage to go to.
Locking hands against Ruppel of Lehigh. So there'll be 2 points.
Skate. 1 point. Interlock.
So that puts the score
4-3 as Ruppel is penalized for locking hands with 1:36 to go. Harold Meek doing a fine job. He has wrestled only one dual meet this season, but acquitting himself remarkably well against Matt Ruppel, who had to be ranked something of the favorite in this match, even though he is a freshman and Meek is a junior.
Don't push in here, guys.
Dan Abel. His
gotta
team
shoot
hanging
those
on to
down.
an 18-10 lead. We're at 190-pound class and Lehigh wrestler. Matt Ruppel leading 4-3 with 1:10 left in the third and final period. A takedown here is
I
important.
saw Joe Ryan hold up his hand
Injury.
at that moment as they kind of taught him as if it would have done
Okay,
any
here comes
good
the
if
side.
they ended up in his lap.
There's a future grappler. We hope.
Hey, quiet.
Matt going back on
I
the
ran
mat.
into Don Robert, counterpart.
All right, son.
Don, I was shopping in Philadelphia, and he was with WHYY, and I simply
Hey,
said,
guys.
"You're
Let's keep
not
wrestling.
carrying that Lehigh wrestling anymore." And he looked stunned. He said, "How'd you know I was from WHYY?" Well, I happened to look at his charge card, and it has WHYY on it.
Did you use it?
Yes, I did.
Really deserved it.
We now all have these beautiful camel hair coats. There's a situation that could have been dangerous to Ruppel.
You always were a resourceful guy.
Stop on the whistle.
So if anybody wants to know where we got our new camel hair
I'm too old
coats,
for catching with big guys. You got a stalling one.
45 seconds to go. 4-3 lead for Ruppel.
Ruppel has a minute and 10 seconds time advantage.
He
but
has to avoid the takedown. Now he goes in on the leg. And trying to convert it.
30 seconds.
He's got to reach out and get that right foot with his right hand.
Stay on.
Does he get it?
Yep,
Yes, he does.
hard work.
6-3 as
Keep
Ruppel.
wrestling.
Well, Vetch is definitely going to come out tonight because I'm sure if Turner felt that Vetch couldn't
Stay on the mat.
contribute,
Let's go, guys.
he'd have him sit out again. But Vetch is going to make his debut.
Down, son. 13.
It'll be
Keep going, guys.
Ruppel leading at the moment.
Lehigh, get
6-3
on.
has a riding time point assured on the board. So effectively it's 7-3 as the time winds down.
Hang him to the mat. On.
And the period will end. And Ruppel trying to turn his man, but will not get any more out of it. The period concludes.
Okay.
Matt Ruppel wins his 9th this season against only 1 loss. 3 team points on the board. The score: Oklahoma 18 and Lehigh 13. And so it comes down to the heavyweight. Steve Vetch has the unenviable task of needing a technical fall or a fall to win for Lehigh against one of the toughest wrestlers in the country today, Mark Tatum, who is